some research on this before I even talk about it, because I'm trying to really figure out what's going on between the UK government and YouTube. And I'm not really much of a political person, but the reason why I'm speaking out on this is because one, I'm very passionate in terms of like talking about YouTube, and I guess how people have every right to be talking about censorship, because right now as we speak, this is about censorship. So what I'm gathering from online research, and I guess people also talking about it, is that this is about censorship, and this is going to affect a lot of creators on YouTube that basically talk about several things, only to the point where they're going to take over the algorithm, and it's going to lead to more so-called propaganda and less the viewership of what YouTube is supposed to be. And if this goes out, which is supposed to be out around August of this year, so we have a month left, if this actually goes out, then you can guarantee that any other place that sees what the UK is doing, a lot of people will also follow suit, because at this point, this is all about control. And everybody has been saying this for the longest, because they use this excuse of this is for the children. No, this is all about control. And this isn't new. They've been doing this for quite some time, and they're just trying to be more advanced about the situation. And now we're getting to the point where, what you call it, people have to keep go aboving the step and making sure that it doesn't happen. But how I feel about the whole thing, it's horrible, it's scary, and people should be talking about this in terms of censorship, and it's just gonna be highly unfair, because if it's just not on YouTube, it could be on other platforms too, if they also follow suit. So I personally would not be okay of the situation, as no one should be, especially for those who also use YouTube. So the question remains is, what can you do? How to stop this from happening? Is there anything we can do? Well, since a lot of people are mostly talking about it, which is a good thing, I should say, now I guess this remains what happens if it does come true? If this comes into a reality next month, I can definitely see something going above the line of protest and something that people would not tolerate. And I'm not saying that people should be violent, as no one should be, but people do have every right to express how they feel, because it's bad enough that people from the other side of the world are getting much more censored. Australia last year was trying really hard to censor people under the age of 16 to not use social media, only for that to backfire. So I wonder if this is going to be the same outcome when it comes to this situation between the UK and YouTube. But when you got YouTube itself responding back to the whole backlash regarding the UK government trying to take control of the algorithm of YouTube, that's how you know it's saying something. So I find that to be very surprising. I know a lot of people are highly against the whole inauthentic content and how people should be monetized for those who are doing nothing wrong on the platform. But in this sense, I feel like everyone should kind of get on board with the situation. And no, this is not like a left or right situation. This is not, oh, I'm right or you're right. People should really have a voice, put their differences aside, and kind of talk this through, because it's how should I say this? This could be very bad in the near future if something like this falls through. Because if the censorship is going to be bad now, just wait what happens if they think of other ideas to make it worse. So I personally think people should not tolerate this at all. Now, people could just say, oh, well, we could just go to another platform, this and that. But even some platforms have some restrictions and things that you also cannot say. So, it should, well, I wouldn't say interesting, but it's quite how should I say this? I can't really find the words for this, to be honest, because this is quite shocking in my opinion. But hey, let's see what happens from here, and I hope an update will definitely follow through.